Now, as I was giving the example of using 1000 as the scale, so here vertical axis title you have mentioned as crime count. Okay, in the crime count, you should have mentioned, means you would have used it as a scale of 1000. You should have mentioned that in thousands. So crime count in thousands. So it could have been in thousands had you used it in thousand. Okay, in thousands. So like that. Had you used the scale of 1000, but in our case we are using the scale of 1, so this is not required. Okay. Similarly, for horizontal axis title, these are the crime categories. Okay. Now moving to the next part, which is the data point. The data points are actually the core part of this bar graph. Okay, because the size of the bar graphs are actually the data point. The length of the bars are the data points. So this is the data point for other offense. This is the data point for narcotics. This is the data point for criminal damage. Okay, so like that. So in this case, it is for other offense. This is the data point. Okay, so data points are that is something which is the most important part in this particular bar graph. Now, with the data point is not enough. You need to mention the data levels as well. So for example, if you don't mention the data level over here, okay, let's say 57,340 you haven't mentioned. Okay, and like that you haven't mentioned here in this particular criminal level. So if you have this bar graph and if you pass it on to someone who is looking this graph for the first time, you will try to comprehend this. You will say, okay, maybe it is around 56, 50, 58,000, somewhere between that. But he will never be able to figure out that what is the exact value of it. Might be able to say that relative measurement of it, like the theft is more than battery, like that he can say, but he cannot say the exact number. So this number has a significance. Like here it's 48,919. It has got a significance. So these numbers are the data levels. So these are data points, and in order to provide the value of the data points, it's the data levels. These are data points, and those are data levels.